Lecture 15. Printing Excel sheets with proper formatting. Printing an Excel sheet may seem simple, but without proper formatting, the output can be messy, difficult to read, or even incomplete. Unlike word processing software, Excel is designed for digital data manipulation, so ensuring a print-friendly format requires adjustments. This lecture will cover how to set up an Excel sheet for printing, including page layout settings, print areas, headers, footers, and scaling options to ensure professional and well-organized printed documents. Objectives of this lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to format an Excel sheet to ensure clear and structured printing, adjust page setup options, including margins, orientation, and print area. Use headers, footers, and page numbers for better presentation. Apply scaling options to fit data properly on a page. Adjusting page layouts for printing. Before printing an Excel sheet, setting up the page layout ensures that data is presented clearly and professionally. Key page setup features. Page orientation. Choose between portrait, vertical for narrow data, and landscape, horizontal for wide data tables. Margins. Adjust spacing around the content to prevent overcrowding and allow space for binding if needed. Print titles. Repeat column headers on every printed page to improve readability. Steps to set up page layout. Click page layout on the ribbon. We'll go to this page layout. Here is the option called orientation. We'll click on that. And here are two options like portrait for vertical and landscape for horizontal. Modify margins for spacing. For example, we have an option called margins. And there are three different options: normal, wide, narrow, and you can add a custom margins as well. Set print titles if the sheet spans multiple pages. For example, we'll click on this print titles and you can add rows to repeat at top or columns to repeat at left. So it's just up to you whether you want to use any of these. Example: if printing a large dataset with multiple columns, using landscape mode and setting column headers to repeat on left on each page prevents confusion when reviewing the printed copy. And here is the option called columns to repeat at left. We'll press OK. Setting a print area. A print area defines a section of the sheet that need to be printed, preventing unnecessary blank pages or extra data from being included. Steps to set a print area. Highlight the cells you want to print. For example, I just want these two columns to be printed on the page. We'll go to this page layout, select print area, set print area. So this is how you can just customize the print area. When you just press Ctrl plus P, then only these two columns will be printed. But if you clear the print area and then press Ctrl plus P, then the entire sheet will be printed if you really want it to be printed the entire. Now the entire dataset will be printed in this format. So this is how you can add a custom print area layout in Microsoft Excel. When to use. Printing specific sections of a large spreadsheet. Avoiding unnecessary blank pages. Keeping printouts focused on important data. Example: if you only need to print monthly sales figures instead of an entire dataset, setting a print area ensures only relevant information appears on the printout. Adding headers, footers, and page numbers. Headers and footers improve the presentation and organization of printed Excel sheet by including information such as titles, dates, and page numbers. Steps to insert a header or footer. We'll go to this Insert tab. Here's the option called Header and Footer. We'll click on that and you can add a header in this section. You can change the layout of that as well. We'll go to this header and you have page number of the sheet, employees, and you can have multiple options. For example, I just want to have a file name as header. You can do that as well. But if you want this one, for example, I just want to go with this one. Here is the header that will be printed on every page that you really wanted to show. So you can add text in here as well. For example, Microsoft Excel. So you can have a custom text as well, and this is the date and this is page number. When you have customized the header or footer, click outside the header or footer section to return to the worksheet. Here you can see this will, when you just press Ctrl plus P, then you can see this header will be printed along with the dataset. When to use. Adding document titles for clarity. Numbering multi-page printouts for easy reference. Including date stamps for version tracking. Example: A financial report can include the company name in the header and page numbers in the footer for a professional layout. Using scaling options to fit data on one page. Sometimes a dataset is too large to fit on a standard page. Scaling options allow you to resize content so that it prints properly. Key scaling options: fit sheet on one page, shrinks content to fit within a single page, useful for small datasets. Fit all columns on one page, ensures all columns fit, while rows may still continue onto multiple pages. Custom scaling adjusts the zoom percentage to shrink or expand the sheet. Steps to apply scaling: we'll go to this File tab, click on Print. Under Settings, choose a scaling option. Like you can use this one. If you don't want no scaling, we'll click on that. But if you want to fit sheet on one page, you can use this one. And if you want to fit all rows on one page, you can use this one. And you can have a custom scaling options as well. For example, I just want this to be printed portrait or landscape or the paper size as well. When we just press OK, so that page will be printed according to this setting. Preview the result before printing. Here is the preview of every print that you want to be shown on a page. When to use: printing large tables where some columns spill onto a second page, preventing data from being cut off when printed, ensuring proper formatting without excessive shrinking. Example: if an employee schedule has columns extending beyond the print area, using fit all columns on one page ensures that the entire schedule prints neatly.